Welcome back. Today we will be talking about solving equations. And I want to do two different methods to show that it is possible to get to the same answer but using different ways to solve this problem. And the equation we'll be working with is 3x plus 4 equals 13. So let's look at the operations that we see in this problem. First, we have 3 times x. So the operation between the 3 and the x, which is our variable, is multiplication. Then we have plus 4. So we have 4 added on the left side of the equation, and 4 is a constant and 13 is a constant value because neither of those values have a variable. So let's go ahead and begin solving this problem. The first thing we want to do is the opposite operation. Now this is method number 1 and this is my preference, although I will do a separate method just to show that we can get to the same answer using a different route. Now, to undo positive 4, we need to subtract 4. The opposite of addition is subtraction. So we're going to subtract 4 on each side of the equation. Plus 4 minus 4 is going to eliminate and go to 0. And what's left on the left side of the equation is 3x. And 13 minus 4 is 9. Now, we have 3x equals 9, and we still do not have a variable on the side by itself. Well, we do have the variable on the side by itself, but it doesn't have 1 in front of it, and that's what we need. So we're going to divide both sides of the equation by 3. So I'm going to divide the left side of the equation by 3, and I'm going to divide the right side of the equation by 3, because the opposite operation of multiplication is division. 3 divided by 3 is 1x, and 9 divided by 3 is 3. Now, traditionally, we do not write the 1x, although we are at the point where we have our solution, and we're going to rewrite this as x equals 3 because the 1 is implied. Now, just to check to make sure this is our answer, we don't have to check all the time. I'm going to check just to show that this is the correct answer in this problem. Our original equation is 3x plus 4 equals 13. We found that x is equal to 3, so we take the x out and we substitute in the 3. And we write everything else to see if the two sides of the equation will be equal. 3 times 3 is 9. We rewrite the plus 4, bring that down, set that equal to 13. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is equal to 13, so x equals 3 is the correct solution. Now let's look at this using a different way. So same problem, 3x plus 4 equals 13. Instead of starting with the addition, we can start with the multiplication and undo the multiplication. Now this is a little bit more complicated, but we will get to the same answer. So the opposite operation of multiplication is division. In this instance, we would divide the entire equation on the left by 3, and then the right side of the equation divided by 3. This is one big fraction. In order to start simplifying the different pieces, we need to separate the fraction into 2 parts. So the left part, or the first part of the left side, will be 3x divided by 3. Plus 4 divided by 3, and set that equal to 13 divided by 3. The next step is to go through and simplify. 3 divided by 3 is going to give us that 1x, and that is definitely what we were looking for. We're going to rewrite the plus 4 divided by 3, and then we have the 13 divided by 3, or 13 over 3 is the fraction on the right side of the equation. Now we need to get x on a side by itself, and we do that by undoing this addition. The opposite operation of addition is subtraction, so we're going to subtract 4 over 3 from each side of our equal sign. So 4 divided by 3 minus 4 divided by 3. So positive 4 divided by 3 minus 4 divided by 3 is going to go to 0. On the left side of the equation, we have x, and we're going to simplify that to just x. And on the right side of the equation, I'm going to rewrite it, since we're working with fractions, as 13 divided by 3 minus 4 divided by 3. And when you're working with fractions, when you have a common denominator, you can add or subtract. So since we do have a common denominator already, we can subtract this value. And I'm going to rewrite it as 13 minus 4 all divided by 3, since we had that common denominator. And 13 minus 4 is 9. So x equals 9 over 3. And then we simplify one more time to get x equals 3. So as you can see, we did get the same solution, just using method 2. Took a little bit longer, and we had to carry that fraction, and sometimes carrying fractions are kind of difficult, and they lead to mistakes. And this is my preference, because if there's going to be a fraction, a lot of times you won't get it until the final step. So thank you so much for your attention. More problems, more videos on solving equations will be coming And please subscribe. Thank you so much for your time and have a wonderful day.